Hey everybody, what's up? My name is Doug and I wanted to talk about some new fitted cap designs and collections that I've seen come out in this here fall of 2022 that I think are worthy of some attention. For the past couple of years or so, releases have become so numerous that I kind of gave up on keeping up with them all. So I don't do the kinds of design reviews that I did early on in my channel. But rather today I'm just going to look at a whole range of collections because I think there's a lot to offer in these ones that have come out every few weeks here. And often I find these by just searching individual sites where I tend to buy lots of caps in the past and just kind of look for things that might have slipped in without a post on Instagram or an email on a newsletter. And a lot of times you can find these kinds of things at New Era and or Lids directly. So if you just check out their websites, sometimes you'll see things that weren't there before. Perfect example is one of the collections that I'll look at here, and that is an Oceanside blue collection of 5950s offered by Lids. So let's take a quick look now at all of these collections that I find particularly satisfying over these past several weeks in the fall of 22. I was just kind of poking around. I looked for my local caps first. Detroit Tigers, happened to find a Cooperstown or historic logo of Tigers in Oceanside blue and white with that Kelly green undervisor. I thought this looks great, so I changed my search terms to Oceanside 5950, and I found a whole ton of these. Now, not every team is represented, but there's plenty of teams that are covered, and some teams have more than one design in this collection. And of these caps, I thought that, again, the Detroit Tigers, the Braves have a couple of caps, the Chicago White Sox, and even a Philadelphia Athletics cap, I think, are very well done in this collection. Next up, a little bit different with an NBA collection, and these were broadcast as either a jersey pack or jersey hook, as it's stated on Lids, but also a statement edition. And these all kind of are lumped together if you browse them at neweracap.com. And this is a mix of some fitteds, probably a smaller number of fitted caps, and a lot of snapbacks. There are a few good ones here, some that are just overcooked and overdone. The logos are too bold for me and maybe too large of a scale for me to wear comfortably. But overall, there are a few smaller gems that you can find here if you're so inclined to get some NBA caps. And I would say that the Trailblazers, the Warriors, and the Denver Nuggets all have some pretty standout designs from this collection. And then switching gears again back to neweracap.com, they've had a series ongoing called Just Caps, and it's been a series of weekly or otherwise frequent drops of the side patch and undervisor variety. Occasionally, they will release a collection without side patches as the emphasis, and Just Caps Drop 22 came out recently, and I thought this was a really good collection. Now, the main premise is that it's a cream-colored crown, a khaki visor, and a red undervisor, and then they've got some historic logos for each of the teams that's represented in this cap collection. Now, it is missing a number of MLB teams, so it's not for every team. But the ones that work really well are when the thread color used for the logo provides a nice complement to the cream and khaki of the crown and visor, respectively. Now, in that category, I think the silver logo thread that's used in both the Seattle Mariners and the Kansas City Athletics look terrific to my eye, and just a terrific understated color palette for these caps while still conveying sort of that Cooperstown historic logo. So next up, I would say something that you could probably consider a long-awaited collection because it was hyped a little bit earlier, and that is the Marvel and minor league crossover that you got with a collection that was just released here in mid-November. And that is a Marvel Comics take on a number of minor league teams. I mean, there's tons of these caps. And this should be appealing to anybody who's a fan of sort of the wild and sometimes unexpected designs that you find in minor league caps. but also any of you who have bought fitteds from the Clink Room, where there are custom designs from designers all over the world that are submitted to the Clink Room. And they've just got kind of this fun atmosphere. So I think there's a lot of really good ones here when you think about the talent that Marvel probably applied to designing some of these logos. Of these caps, I would say my early favorites have been the Springfield Cardinals, the Fayetteville Woodpeckers, and also the St. Paul Saints, which I think is a great two-tone design, incorporating a halo and some letter forms for St. Paul's SP. Now, if we switch back to Lids for just a minute, Lids has had a long-running series of tonal 5950 caps. So that is all one color, including the crown, the embroidered logo, the New Era flag, the visor. The under visor is often color matched as well. So it's almost as if the cap has been dipped in a color. That's the look they're going for. Lids tends to show these on an ongoing basis every several months. It's just that you'll notice that the colors change. There have been scarlet caps, there have been oxblood caps, there have been forest green, navy blue, oceanside blue. It really just depends on when you're checking in and what's available. And I noticed that right now, the tonal caps that are available are royal blue and also a bright gold for the tonal offers from Lids. I actually skimmed through the NFL fitteds as well. And that's not something I buy a lot of. I buy mostly MLB and NBA fitteds. And what I found was the Flipside collection of 5950s. So this is great. It's all two-tone caps with current team logos, but I really like the two-tone approach with these caps. And of these, I would say that the ones that most attracted my attention were the Steelers, Bears, Bengals, and Titans. All those caps work for me, and I would consider picking those up. And then the last one I wanted to take a look at, it's kind of a small collection, but again, it's at Lids, and it's really into the NCAA ranks for fitted caps. And I found a 12 cap collection of historic logos for NCAA teams. And this is called the Vault collection. They are drawing from historic logos either for the front, side, or back of the cap and applying those in each of those three places. And of these collections, I thought the ones that did the best included Utah, Pittsburgh, and Michigan State. So there you have it. That's just a quick rundown of some notable cap releases, in my opinion, over the past several weeks as we are deeper into the fall of 2022 here. So I think a number of those are worth checking out. As I record this, there's still a number of designs and sizes available with each of those caps. So go check them out if you're interested. Either go check out your favorite teams or use some of the collection names that I've given throughout this video as your search terms at New Era Cap or lids.com. So check those out if you're interested. There are some good ones to be had. And I've always got links down below in the description that help you find some of my best videos on maintaining and or editing the caps that you already own. But other than that, as always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.